Hey, music community, Jeff back again. I've been doing a lot of videos recently showing, collections of this and, threads for this and vinyl tags and all that. Hadn't really shown much new. Hadn't really been a ton of stuff coming in new, but there have been some stragglers over the past couple of weeks that just hadn't been shown yet. So this is the most recent ones that I found. This was actually about a weekend ago or so. So the local store that I have here, they do a Friday video, they do a Thursday video showing what the new releases are on Friday. And so they, give you a preview of what's going to be hitting the shelves the next day. And then at the end of the video, they usually do this quick flip of new used stuff that they got in. Plus, well, new and used stuff, restocks and used stuff. And so I took a look at that and this popped up and I quickly got online. I saw the video within 2 hours of it being posted. Hey, is that still there? Guy's like, yes. I'm like, please hold it and I'll be back in tomorrow to get it. So been looking for a copy of this for quite a while, for quite a few years. Ozzy, Speak of the Devil, of course, the 1980 something Black Sabbath covers album, 1982. Been looking for a vinyl copy of this for quite a while. I found a copy a handful of months ago at a store and they wanted like $70 for it. And I'm usually used to seeing it in the $50, $60, $70 range. And so I'm just like, no. So I don't know if something is going on. I should have looked it up before I bought it, but is something going on? Are they reissuing it? Because all of a sudden it seems like the price being asked for this has dropped pretty drastically. So they had this at the store, and this store usually knows what these things are worth. I've seen albums that I really wanted that they're asking $100 and something for, and I'm like, oh, can't do it. So I said, do you have it? And he's like, yes. I'm like, how much is it? And he told me, and it was only $24. And I'm like, what? And then I went on Discogs and looked around, and they're averaging about $30. And I'm like, that's not right. I swear, just 6 months ago, these albums were averaging $50, $60 or more. So I don't know. Let me guess. As soon as I post this video, I'm going to go look it up, and it turns out it's going to be reissued next month on, 180 gram, blah, blah. Anyway, I asked him if it was in good condition. He said, looks good condition to him. So I went down there and grabbed it. So yeah, I've been looking for a copy of this. Had this back in the day. Wanted to get another copy. So here we go. Finally got it. Nothing special about it. It's the typical release. It's in pretty good condition. If you've seen it, you've seen it. You know what it's just about. Great stuff. Brad Gillis on guitar after Randy Rhoads passed, all of that stuff. So great album. And then while I was there, I also found this Live in Japan by UFO. Now, didn't know a whole lot about this album. I like UFO. Dog's in the way. I do remember my best friend back in high school having this back in the day. Again, didn't know a whole lot about it. So this is a 1982 UK release of an actual album, or it's more of an EP that came out in Japan originally in 1971. So this is going to be recorded back in the day when UFO's #1 and #2 albums were out, when they were kind of strange. This is totally different than the later Michael Schenker years and all that stuff. So I knew it was an 80s album. I thought it was an 80s era until I got it home and took a look at it and saw this is actually a recording from 71, or at least 70, 71. So but it was in great condition and it was a good price. Cover was just a tad beat up, but not too bad. So I thought I would rescue this while I was at the store. All right, so then the next day we went to the other store that I go to quite a bit, and I still have a gift card. It's one of those credit card gift cards, and I thought, well, I'm going to go down and buy something. I was trying to use it for that, but it wouldn't go through, and then I found out why, and so I went back to this other store in town to try to use it there. So I went there to use the card, and I really couldn't find anything. I wanted to just use all the card, just scrap it all at one time to get rid of it, rather than have to nickel and dime it here and there. So couldn't find anything. Didn't find anything that I really would use the whole card, but I did find something somewhere in California by Night Ranger. So this is the 2022 Record Store Day release, which I thought I ordered. I ordered this from one of the other record stores in the VC here, and I said, do you have the Night Ranger? And I ordered some things. He said, yes. But then what I ended up getting was the single, because the same time the album was released, there was also a 7-inch single by Night Ranger released. He sent me that. Not a problem. I kind of wanted that too. It had some different tracks on it. But this was what I wanted. I couldn't find it in my stores locally. It just kind of disappeared, and then it was out of mine. So 2011 record, that was a 2022 vinyl release on this blue swirly looking vinyl. So he had it there. It was in great condition, and the price was average. And so, you know, I was like, okay. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Big Night Ranger fan. Still got a ways to go with some of the vinyl in the collection, and hopefully they'll start reissuing some of the older stuff that the 90s and later stuff that hasn't really been on vinyl. But this is one of them that is a recent one that came out. So great stuff. So that's it. Just a couple newbies there added in the past week or so. So anyway, I will see you later. Rock on. Rock hard.